Okay, I'm finally going to talk to you about texturizers. So, as some of you ladies may know, I was natural for a number of years, and then I applied the texturizer a little over a year ago, and I have been texturized ever since. It was a personal choice, of course, and I haven't regretted it since doing it. If you find yourself giving up things that are important to you in life for your hair maintenance schedule, that's probably a good indicator that the journey is not going the way that it needs to be, and that it's running you. I have a lot of other things that are important to me in life aside from hair, and the maintenance schedule of my natural hair wasn't working with me. Now, I'm definitely not saying hair is not important. I don't like it when people come on and say, oh, it's just hair. It is just hair, but you put your time and your energy into it, and my time and energy is important to me, so it's important. It's a part of my being, and it's a part of me, so it matters. You just have to find what works for you. So I'm going to start with the update. I texturized today at 14 weeks post. I used the Just For Me texture softener like I have every time since I've been natural, and these are the results here. I don't do wash and goes. I pretty much only do braided styles, rotted styles, some type of set style, because I feel like I hold on to the moisture in my hair a lot better than wash and go. And it gets really tangled this way and matted and knotty, so I just don't do this very often. And that's about it for my really quick update. Although I had initial hesitations, I decided I was going to come on and make this video when I got approached by a number of different ladies on different forums who had been misinformed about texturizers by somebody. Whether it was somebody close to them, somebody they trusted like a stylist, or something they read somewhere, and it was just completely wrong. So I decided, okay, I will make this video because that's not, nope, not right, wrong. That's just wrong. Who would tell you that? And I'm doing it on my air-dried hair because I also feel like a number of ladies think that they're natural and they'll put this texturizer in and their hair will come out this juicy 3C wash and go curl. And it might, but it also might not. So you really can't hinge on that either. The results are very touch and go. You don't know what you're going to get, and even when you do see what you get, it might not stay that way. So I don't encourage anybody to try the texturizer with a very specific look in mind, because just like when you're going natural and you don't know what your natural hair is going to look like, it's the same with the texturizer. You have no idea what you're going to get. I had multiple different ladies contacting me in different ways and different means, asking questions about things they've been told about texturizers that are just not true. One young lady contacted me and told me that her stylist told her she could use a texturizer to transition to natural. No. Another young lady contacted me telling me that she had been told that she could maintain her natural hair easier with a texturizer and still be natural. No. The number of things I kept hearing these women were told about these texturizers just really disturbed me. So I decided that I would make this video to share what I do know about texturizers, just in case there's any confusion out there by anybody, anywhere. Those things aren't true. I'm just going to dive right in and say a texturizer is a form of a relaxer. Now, I keep begging and pleading with you ladies to do your research and read labels, but I know 99% of people are not going to go out and read the back of a relaxer or texturizer box. I'm not even going to fake the funk. Those things look like a chemistry midterm, and they can be extremely daunting. So, let's do this together. There are two major chemically relaxing agents. One is sodium hydroxide, the other is calcium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is known as lye, and it is in lye relaxers. Calcium hydroxide is known as the no-lye alternative, but it's a comparably caustic chemical, so it's not to be taken lightly either. For the purposes of this session, let's stick with the calcium hydroxide, because I'm going to be talking about box relaxers and box texturizers. Let's get started. This is the Just For Me texture softener. It's one of the most purchased and well-known texturizers on the market, and there aren't a lot of alternatives in the US. This is the Just For Me conditioning relaxer. Now, one is clearly marketed as a texture softener, whereas the other is clearly marketed as a relaxer. We are going to compare the first 10 ingredients of both products. We have water, water, petroleum, petroleum, mineral oil, mineral oil, cetyl alcohol, cetyl alcohol, calcium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, propylene glycol, propylene glycol, polysorbate 60, PEG modified lanolin, PEG modified lanolin, polysorbate 60. Aloe leaf juice, sodium staurola, olef-3 phosphate. Now, those are just the first 10 ingredients. It continues on with that same song and dance down the list. These two products are not strangers in the night. They're not distant cousins. They're not acquaintances. They are like fraternal twins. They might look a little different, but their composition is very, very, very similar. So that being said, I had a little segment in past video where I pleaded with you ladies to please not fall prey to marketing ploys. I cut it out because my videos get too long and I talk too much, but here it is again, another marketing ploy. Clearly women are actually being fooled by this product. You slap a sunflower seed on the box and put a girl with curly hair instead of straight hair and people think that it's better for them, and it's not. It's still just as harmful of a chemical, and I'm not bashing it because I've used it. And I didn't come to grips with it for a very long time. I had a hard time coming to grips with the fact that I was no longer natural, and I knew that, and I didn't call myself natural anymore, but I said, I'm not relaxed. I'm texturized. And I believed that. I believed that I was something other than relaxed. Hunty, I'm relaxed. And while I'm not bashing the Just For Me texture softener for being a harsh chemical, I am not a fan of their marketing ploys or techniques. I already had that box kit for some time. I had already purchased it, so I went ahead and used it, but I will not be purchasing that again. I saw it stated really well in another young lady's video, and she said, in a consumer society, your dollar is your voice. And if you put your money towards things, they are going to continue to exist and going to continue to grow. So, you work hard for your money and you want to put it towards things that you believe in and things that matter and things that you want to see succeed. Every woman on this earth has the prerogative to do whatever she wants with her hair. But I'm not a supporter of being tricked into doing things that you didn't know that you were doing. For all the women that took all the time going natural, and I went natural, I know the time it takes, and they want to be natural, and they want to rock their natural hair, and it's exhausting sometimes, and here's this company telling them, oh, you can use this and it'll be a little easier, and it'll still be natural, your hair will just be softer. That's just not true, and it's really deceitful, and I don't like it. Now, if a woman chooses to relax, texturize, dye her hair purple, you like it, I love it. But for the women whose intentions those aren't, to be tricked is not cool with me, so I'm not about that product anymore. I will keep texturizing my hair, but I won't be using that. I already have my eye on another brand that I'm going to try probably the next time that I do my texturizer, which will be in the spring. And if I do try it out, I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hopefully this video was a little somewhat helpful to someone out there who might be thinking of doing the texturizer and didn't know what they were getting themselves into. I know that everyone probably has 1,001 more questions because I didn't go too into depth, but I didn't want to bore you to death and I wanted to get the most important points out. So leave any questions you have below and I'll definitely answer them. Until next time, bye!